Hello everyone. Today I have great news for those who are interested in buying an apartment in the most luxurious area of the Dominican Republic, Cap Cana. What's more, the project I'm going to talk about is located in a prime spot within Cap Cana itself, right on the golf course and just 500 meters from Cap Cana's best beach, Juanillo Beach. And we've been selling this project for about 3 months already. We have long established connections with this developer. We were involved in this project from the start, from land purchase. When sales began, we received a package of apartments, having signed a contract with the developer earlier, 20 apartments at a super price. Let me give you an example. Apartments costing $450,000 from the developer we sold for $350,000. Congratulations to all buyers. This price won't happen again. These were large apartments, 126 square meters. At present, these apartments are sold. The project overall is now 80% sold. The developer offered large apartments from 2,500 to 4,000 square feet. These are million-dollar apartments. And there was no demand for these apartments. That is, only a few of them have been sold. There are still a few of these large apartments left. We need to move and finish sales as construction starts September or October. The project will be completed at the end of 2027, and the developer needs to sell these apartments. That's why the decision was made to divide these large apartments into several smaller ones. As a result, instead of 86 apartments, the project now has 102 apartments, and units with smaller layouts have appeared. Since we have a special relationship with this developer, they contacted us to see if we were interested. At the moment, we have 2 apartments that are absolutely unique. These are 2-bedroom apartments with great layouts. The developer is selling apartments for $336,000 at a fixed price. These are 2-bedroom units, but they're smaller, not like the ones we sold at the beginning. At first, it was 126 square meters. These tube drums are 97 square meters exactly. I have the plans here. I'll bring them up on the screen now. That's the interior size of the apartment, 80 square meters plus a 17 square meter terrace. These are 2 apartments with different layouts, but the area is exactly the same. So today we have these apartments, only 2 of them available for $295,000. This is an unprecedented price for Cap Cana. A 2-bedroom apartment in a project like this, or even an average one, rarely sells for $295,000 anymore. That's why this is a super offer. It's hot. Naturally, first come, first sale. And so if anyone is interested, give us a call, and this apartment could be yours. Once again, let me talk about the project, and then I'll focus on the financial aspect, because most of our clients are not just people who buy for themselves and never rent out. That is, naturally, this is a project like all our other projects with full management. So you use the apartment freely. Leave keys at reception. This apartment is for short-term rentals. The project is located in the highly sought-after area of Cap Cana. It is called Reef and Golf. This is right on the golf course, almost finished. I have a report about it on my channel. Construction will finish early next year. This will be the #1 golf course in the Caribbean region, and the project is located right on this golf course with a gorgeous private area, swimming pools, and a lake. This is a super luxury project. Just 500 meters from the beach, a beach with restaurants, everything nearby. For comparison, several nearby projects are also under construction. Overall, this place is interesting because the area around the golf course is limited. About 6 projects have been launched here over the past 2 years. We expect 2 more projects in this area, but after that there will be nowhere else to build here. That's why this is a unique opportunity. There won't be another one like it. So as I promised, let's go over the numbers. If you buy this apartment for $295,000 when it's done, you'll need to buy a furniture package. You can buy it yourself or you can buy it from the developer. All developers offer this, including in this project. The furniture package includes everything, not just furniture, but decor, TVs, and more, down to spoons and forks, so the unit is ready for rental. Furniture for this apartment costs $25,000. So the total price of the already furnished apartment is $320,000. The management company in this project takes 25% of the gross, meaning that's what you pay for them renting out your unit. This is a large company with a global reputation, and they have connections with all the tour operators. Naturally, all of this goes on to short-term rental sites like Airbnb and travel agents. So, as I understand it, they have 5,000 units under management in the Caribbean, and their occupancy is certain. They have an excellent portal where you can track when the apartment is rented or otherwise. They take 25%. The rental price per night. Based on current calculations from other complexes, that's at least $250 per night. And once the golf course is completed, I am absolutely certain the price will be much higher, because this golf course is already being advertised in all the golf shops and golf magazines. And this is the #1 golf course in the Caribbean region, so a large number of golfers will go there in addition to regular vacationers. Maintenance. Maintenance fee is $320 per month, and electricity paid by the owner is $220. In addition to that, there's also internet and water, which is about $150 per month. If we assume the unit occupancy is 70%, again in Cap Cana the occupancy rate is higher, and considering that this will be a top-notch project right on the golf course, I think the occupancy rate will be 80%. But in our calculations, we show 3 scenarios: occupancy at 60, 70, and 80%, with 70% being the average occupancy. I believe the yearly income will be higher, $63,875. This is the gross income before expenses. $15,969 paid for rental. Maintenance is $3,840, electricity is $2,640, internet and water are $1,800, total expenses $24,249. And the net income after all expenses is $39,626. This comes out to a 12.38% return on your invested money. And with an occupancy rate of 80%, which we are counting on, that's 14.29% return on your invested money per year. With an occupancy rate of 60%, that's 10.24%. The income is great, and this is not the only source of earnings the investor receives. The thing is, Cap Cana is appreciating at an incredible rate. That is, over the past year, prices there have risen by more than 10%. This is one of the most expensive places in the DR and is very exclusive. Another important point is that this small patch of land borders a huge development of villas, and these are villas where prices start at $1.5 million. You can't buy anything there for $1.5 million anymore. Now it's at least $2, $5, or $10. Some villas cost up to $50 million, and such neighbors really drive prices up. So this patch of land is limited, and prices there will keep rising. In just 3 or 4 more years, when the entire area is fully developed, it will be simply impossible to buy property there. The prices will be sky high. So in addition to this high rental income, there is also a very, very high potential for growth. Many of you already know about the situation in the Dominican Republic, since there are already many videos on it. Why do we believe this is the top place for investment? Here are the 2 apartments. Their layouts are now on screen. And here's the project itself, so you can see just how beautiful it is, how well designed, and how top class the finishing is. If anyone is interested, call us as soon as possible, and we will do everything in the best possible way to make sure this apartment becomes yours. See you next time.